Hey Winxers, my name is Tyler and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm in my kitchen because a couple months ago, maybe a couple weeks ago, the official Winx YouTube started posting a video series of getting different pastry chefs to create Winx inspired cakes, cupcakes, desserts, and things like that. And I've seen this kind of go around where some people are trying to either recreate those designs or create pastries themed on a Winx character, and they're calling it the Winx Baking Challenge. So I thought that would be really fun to do because, hey, I love to bake and I love the Winx. So today I'm going to be making a Winx themed cake, and I'm actually choosing Flora as my inspiration. More specifically, Flora as Believix, like for the color scheme and stuff. So for this cake, I'm going to be using a box mix. It's just a pink funfetti box mix. I'm gonna add stuff to it to like change it. For the record, I do know how to make a plain vanilla cake from scratch. I'm just lazy, and we have like 3 boxes of this because we got it at like 50 cents. So I'm just gonna use this to make the cakes. I'm gonna make a 3-tiered cake. So this is gonna take a while, and that's another reason why I'm kind of going simple with just using the box mix. But I want to add some flavors to it to better represent Flora than just a plain vanilla cake. I've already preheated my oven. It is going. So I need to start making the cakes. So when I was thinking of what I could do to this cake to make it more interesting and more Flora-like, I thought of her personality traits and emotions, and I kind of immediately thought of a strawberry cake. But then I was like, you know what, I can just buy a box mix of strawberry cake, and that's kind of boring. So I then also thought about, like, you know, I tried to go more into her personality, and I decided that I wanted to make a lime cake, which, if you guys have never had a lime cake or like a key lime pie or something, it's delicious. It's not key lime because I'm gonna add other stuff to this later, but I am just using a lime concentrate, and I'm going to add that to the cake to give it like a really citrusy and light flavor, because I think of Flora as being very light and shy but bubbly at the same time, so I think this is a good combination for her. I think that is pretty decently well mixed, so I'm just going to get my pans, get ready to pour. Cake batter aside, I need to butter and flour all of my pans for my tiers. So I've already pre-buttered 2 of them, but it's pretty simple. You just kind of take a stick of butter and like rub it on the inside and then coat it in flour. Not a lot. You can also spray it with like Pam or something. I prefer to use like butter and flour just because I think the cakes come out better. Okay, so I have my larger of the 3 tiers here pre-floured and ready to go. I want to get this one in the oven first because it's going to take the longest both to cook and to cool down. So I want to get that one in first. So of course this cake will rise, which means that it is perfect that it did not fill up all the way, although this is an entire cake mix. So I'm going to have to make another one to do the top 2 tiers, which is fine. I'm going to make those off camera, but I will be back as soon as these are done baking. And alright, I now have all of my cakes here cooled and out of their tins. As you can see, I have my base here, and then I have my 2 top tiers and my 2 middle tiers over here. I made 4 total of the middle and top tiers because I wanted to give it more height going up. I've decided that I want to model the design of the cake after Flora Believix skirt. So when we get into design, that'll be kind of fun. And like I said, I really wanted the flavors to model Flora's emotional and you know, just who she is. So I have that citrusy flavor, which is very bubbly and like happy, which is exactly what she is. But now I'm going to be using a chocolate frosting to put the layers together. It is a dark chocolate frosting. And I'm doing this because not only does chocolate and citrus flavors work together beautifully, but it kind of represents Flora in that she's very happy and bubbly like the citrus flavors, but she is reserved and more quiet. And I think that the sweetness in the chocolate will tone down the bitterness and the intense citrus flavor that these cakes have. I have tried a tiny bit, it's super good. Alright, so now it's time to start decorating. I have pink icing here in my little piping bag with a star tip. Okay, so I have decided that I want to make cookies in the shape of Flora's Believix wings to put on top of my cake, and I'm using these Jack's wings for reference. Because I'm a little short on time and I've been spending literally like 2 days right now making this cake, I'm just going to use a Pillsbury ready-made sugar cookie dough, and I'm just going to add some flour to it so that way it can be cut out rather than just like drop cookies. went to take pictures of my wing and I broke it. So, because I've broken this one, I did go ahead and decorate the other one, but as you guys saw, the green was a nightmare to work with. So I just made like a rainbow wing, and this green is when I mixed like yellow and blue together to make that because the other green did not want to work. I'm gonna use both wings on the cake, but I'm gonna change the way I'm gonna design it. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this one laying down kind of like it is now, and this one like maybe propped up almost kind of like that. I think it's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be pretty. Okay guys, so I just finished icing the dowel rods. I kind of went for like a yellowy cloud look, that way you don't see them. And I just want to say that this was both so much fun and kind of a nightmare, like if I'm being completely honest. Now, before I get into the pretty montage of up-close video of the cake, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching, and to be sure to hit subscribe because I post every Tuesday and Friday at 12 p.m. EST, as well as check out my Instagram. The link will be in the description, so that way you can see even better photos of this. And yeah, this was a lot of fun. So it took me like 4 days, to be completely honest, but I had a lot of fun. And if you would like to see me do other characters as cakes, let me know in the comments, because while this was very time consuming, it was a lot of fun. I think the wings and the decorating was probably my favorite part, even though that took the absolute longest. But yeah, I'm really proud of it. It's like, you know, definitely not a professional cake, but very proud of it, and I think it turned out really nice for being an amateur, but yeah. And roll the montage.